My name is Endeavour, and this is All the Mods 10. Right, so last time we worked on this crazy thing around here and got all the frog ports set up and everything transported across from the tree farms, and I'm pleased to say that is working very well. We've got loads of stuff coming into the storage area, but today I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. We have done a lot with Create so far, but I do keep having to remind myself this isn't a Create series, this is All Mods 10. We've got a lot more mods we need to be looking at. So firstly, I want to jump down here into this crater that I've settled by, and I haven't figured out yet if there's any flawless setters quartz in here, so that is the first thing I need to do. And I believe with this Paxel I can mine this, yeah I can. So let's just get down here and see what there is. Right, so what we've got, that is flawless, yes! So there is at least one flawless, which is good. Now, can I get in here so I don't drown? So let's just mine a few of these out so we can see what we're doing. We'll take the thingamajigs out of here, the presses, that's the one, and what we've got. This is actually looking pretty good, isn't it? It looks like a lot of them are flawless. So let's try and let's mine those. So alright, I need to get rid of the water so I can see what they are. Right, so with all the water gone we can see what's happening. So we have one flawless there, another one there, and another one there. That's 4. So there's one flawed, and one chipped, one damaged, and one of just a block. But we've got 4 flawless. I was so concerned that there wasn't going to be any in here. We've got 4. That is amazing. Very happy about that. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them today. I had the idea of actually processing them down here, but with there being 4 of them, that might be a bit tricky. But anyway, let's get back out, because the first thing I want to do is go do a little bit of exploring in the nether, and I'm not doing that without a jetpack. So first plan is to get a jetpack, and then I won't have to use this thing anymore. Right, so let's put those presses away for now. We are going to be switching over to applied logistics, but not anytime soon, so I can just keep those. Look at that, 58. That's from my Fortune 5 Paxel. Happy with that. So I am going to upgrade this as well. So I'll tell you what, let's do that first. Let's get some of this Enderium dust. This is what I want to use. Can always use those, so let's grab that. And I'm no idea how many of these I need. But if I smelt this up, I can then turn that into the parts. So we'll get this smelted first, and let's multitask. Let's see how easy it's going to be to do this jetpack. So let's have the leather strap, and then we're going to need some of these basic coils out. And this is going to be a lot of iron and redstone, but I've been processing the redstone blocks that I got from the redstone cave, and I've got an absolute ton of redstone now, so not worried about that. The iron, not too bad either, but for the gold level of the jetpack, that may be tricky. So I might just stick with iron for now. So let's do a few of these first. No idea how many I need, but let's just grab a few. And to do the iron one, I need to do the previous tiers first. So we can do stone or copper. And then to do that, we need the wood version. So let's do this first. We need a few of these. I think it's 5. Is that right? I haven't done this for such a long time. So we need one of the wood capacitors, and then we need 2 thrusters. We need 2 there. So yeah, 5 was right. We might as well get a stack of furnaces. They'll get used for other things. So another one of those. And then we have the wood jetpack. Nice. So with that, we can then go through pretty much the same craft, and we can do the stone one. Did I use all those coils? Right, so 12 of those was exactly what I needed. That was a good guess, wasn't it? So let's get another 12 of those. Stick those in there. And then we'll do 5 of these again. 2 of the thrusters. 1 of the capacitors. And if we put that in there, we should be able to craft the stone jetpack. Nice. And then, same thing again. So, actually, I didn't use all of them this time, so, right. Did I craft one too many? Okay. So let's grab those and get another one of these. I need 5 of those, die. And then we'll get 2 thrusters, 1 iron capacitor, and then finally the iron jetpack. So I think I'm going to leave it at this tier. I don't think I'm going to go into the gold one. I could do Electrum, and that'll half the amount of gold on it, because that's Electrum is a mix of gold and silver, and I've got quite a bit of silver, but I think we'll just go with the iron for now, because it is just to save me, and I'll still have the umbrella if I need it, because powering it is the other issue. I don't actually have any proper power generation at the minute. All I've got is the generators from Integrated Dynamics, and these are really slow. Right, so what we can do is craft up the battery from Integrated Dynamics, which actually we've got one there, but the problem with this is it doesn't have an interface, so I don't think you can put things in it. But if we put that there, that should start charging up, and then I'm going to need to pipe that out somehow. Actually, no, I know what we can do. We can do the wireless charger. What's it called? Wireless player charger. I think this is fairly cheap. Yeah, gold, redstone, and an ender pearl, and a bit of iron. That's alright. I can live with that. So if I take that, And I think if I just stick this on top of here, does that work? Right, so if I stand there, that'll charge it up, but it's not getting any power at the minute, is it? Right, so that battery is doing something. I may need to put a cable on that to export it. So let's do the integrated dynamics ones for now. So I need the logic cable, but then I also need a energy exporter, one of these. So let's get it. Oh, that's actually quite expensive, isn't it? So let's do that. You do get 4 of them. And that. And then I just need a variable card. Probably overkill this. I probably should just use a pipe, but we've done it now, so let's go. Right, so we'll put that on there. Put the energy exporter there. That there. And stick the variable card in to export energy. Yeah, so that's getting powered now. Now, if I put this in a slot up there, that is now getting power. So I can see on the left of the screen, that is charging. Right, so I'll stand here for a bit. Let that charge up a bit. And then we can go explore the nether and see what we can get. Okay, so that is fully charged now. I'll give that a test in a minute, but I've just thought, while I was stood here, I could have been crafting up my new pickaxe head, couldn't I? So let's put that in there. And the enderium that we've just smelted has already gone into here, which is good. So I'll grab that. Have one of those. And then I also want to do the handle as that as well. What's it called? Tool rod. So let's put that there. I'll have one of those. And then we can now swap this out. Not the pickaxe. I'm going to do it on the paxel. So let's grab that. And the great thing about enderium is that we can... Oh, I've done the wrong one, haven't I? I've done the pickaxe. Alright, tell you what. We'll just swap the pickaxe head on this. I need to do a paxel head for the other one. So the great thing about enderium is that we can actually mine all Lemodium with this, so we don't need to upgrade to netherite. But yeah, that was a bit of a waste. Anyway, let's do the paxel head if I can. Yeah, so let's get that. And I think I need... Do I need 4 ingots for this? Was it 5? There we go, 5. Okay, so quite expensive. And then we'll upgrade the paxel to that. Right, okay, so that should be good. I think it's got high durability as well. Oh, am I out of room again? Enderman, go it. That probably wasn't too smart, but there we go. Right, yeah, so this is the problem. My overflow chest keeps filling up, so I need to get this sorted. And I should probably do that before I go exploring the nether, because anything I put into my system is going to get automatically put into here if I don't have anywhere for it. So let me get this sorted, and then we can go have a bit of fun. Right, so I've made a bit of room in there, so let's go have a little trip and see if we can find something. So there we go, the jetpack, much easier. Now, I am going to take fall damage if I just drop with this, but that's why I'm going to keep the umbrella on us until I find a better way of doing that. But this should work pretty well. So I'm not going to use... Oh, see how much I've used already there, though? That I may need to get a battery or something. Let's just try and be fairly reserved with it, because all I really want to get is to a nether fortress, because I really need a blaze spawner, because I need to get some blazes. Partly because I want the blaze rods and the blaze powder, but I also want to craft some blaze burners from create. So let's just, if we just like glide along a bit, and then if we're getting too low, we can just use the jetpack, can't we? So there's what's all these things. Don't know what any of this is. I suppose I could just mine it up, but I want to stay focused and try and find another fortress. Although if there's some loot along the way, I will grab it. Ooh, little house. That's pretty. Oh, is that a fortress? Alright, right. We have a fortress. Right, so I need to keep an eye out for a blaze spawner. And I'm going to switch to my pickaxe, so because that's got silk touch on it. So hopefully these things shouldn't be too difficult to find. Ooh, that looks interesting. We have create things in a fortress. Nice. There's blazes up there. Does that mean there's a spawner or not? Let's kill a couple of them anyway. That wither skeleton with the bow, that's not friendly. Take all that, that's pretty good. Blaze gold, nice. Right, my jetpack is really low already. Right, so I'm getting lost stuff, but no blaze spawners yet. That's a little bit annoying. I may have to do a mob swap and create my own blaze spawner. It would probably be easier to do that, wouldn't it? Ooh, looks like there's lots of stuff up here, though. Oh no, not wither. Withered bracelet. That might protect me from the wither effects, that'd be good. Look at all these wither skeletons. Right, so I'm not having much luck finding a blaze spawner, so I think what I'm going to do instead is craft up the mob swab And then if I take some DNA from a blaze, I can then use that to create a blaze spawner. So the question is now, can I actually find a blaze? Oh, now I've done that. Is that a blaze spawner? Of course it is. Right. Did I get it? Yes. Right, I'm going. Can't believe it. The second I crafted that, I found one. I do like this red nether brick in the fortress though. That is definitely a change that should be vanilla. I like that. I do not like with the skeletons with bows though. That can go. No. I don't need to do them all swallowed away. Although, I could do that on a wither skeleton. I can't remember if I've got a wither skeleton spawn or not. Oh, look at my jetpack nearly gone. Right, I just want to check if I've actually got... I think I've got a couple of skeleton ones, but... Pillager, loads of skeleton. Yeah, I'd love to turn one of these into wither skeleton. So, let's find a wither skeleton. Get their DNA. Right. What's my jetpack at now? 1,000. That's really no good, is it? Come on, wither skelly. Where are you? Oh no, my jetpack's gone. Right, wither skeleton there. Right, let's get DNA. Come here. Don't run away. Right, we've got that. Mob swap used. That means I've done that. So I'll kill you. Right, and I'm going to use the home command to get home because it's a bit far away. Let's do that. And they'll go. Right, so we have this with a skeleton DNA on it. And we can use this to craft this thing called GM chicken feed. We need a bucket of experience and any seed. And that'll give us this chicken feed. And then if we feed that to a chicken, it'll explode and give us a wither skeleton spawn egg. And then we can use that to turn any spawner into a wither skeleton spawner. So I'm going to keep this for now because I don't have any way of getting experience buckets at the minute. And I don't even have a mob farm set up. So I'm going to keep the blaze spawner out. But if you may have noticed on that trip as well, I was collecting loads of this rubbish armor. But the reason I've done that is it's all apotheosis, affix stuff. So I can grind this down into the crafting materials and use that to upgrade other armor. So that's why I picked all that up, and I am going to grind it down eventually, but it's not something I'm going to do right now. But let's not put it straight into the system because it's all going to go into here. So let's grab all this out. I've got a bit more sorting to do, and I also need to charge up my jetpack. So I'll get that done, and then we can get on with the next thing. Right, so jetpack is now fully charged, and I've sorted this out a little bit. Not much. I do need to move a few things around, but it's just all junk really. I have no idea where to put it, so we may need to do a storage upgrade before I do this. But anyway, I've decided what I want to do next is continue with the exploration, and I would really like to find a stronghold and maybe take down the Ender Dragon just to open up that dimension and maybe get a few more things. But it's going to be a little bit more difficult than I first thought, because I was going to do this and craft the Explorer's Compass, but the recipe for this has been changed quite a lot. So I need netherite, enderium gears, which are crafted from enderium ingots, so I can do that bit. I don't have the netherite yet, but the main difficulty is this, the recovery compass, and we craft this from a compass and echo shards, which I can only get from the ancient city, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. And to find the ancient city, I also need to use this as well. But what we can do, instead of doing that, is go to the deep dark, and there may be an ancient city there, but if not, I can get some all-amodium anyway, hopefully. So we're just going to see how far away the deep dark is, and 546 blocks, I can live with that. Right, so the other thing I want to do before I go for that is get into a bit of just dire things, because I really want to do the Blaze Jet Wand, and this is a really good way of like early game flight. Definitely much easier than doing the jetpack to a higher level. We need to craft a couple of things to get this going. So we need ferricor and blaze gold, and for that we need to use either Primagel goo, which can do the ferricor version, or if we do the next level up, this can do both of them. So I'm actually going to go straight for this one, and then I can use it to convert both of the things. So let's do the Primagel goo first, and then we can craft the blaze bloom goo. Alright, we need a few blaze powder, but I've got some blaze rods, so that's alright. And then if we get one of these, what we then need is some iron and some gold, and I don't have tons, but let's just get one of each, because that is going to be more than enough. If we just put this, I normally do this one level up. Actually, yeah, let's put the iron on the floor, and then that will make it easier for next time. Right, so do that, put that on top, and then we can put the gold at the side. But we also need to feed this as well, so it's either blaze powder or nether wart, so that should be alright. I don't have a lot of nether wart, so blaze powder might actually be... no, I have just planted some nether wart upstairs, so we can just go with that for now. Bit of an investment, let's do that. And that activates it, and then this is such a cool animation, but it'll basically just eat up the block that you put next to it, and it'll turn it into the ore that we need to mine. And we've got fortune, so we should get a bit of it, and then we can smell it up, and those are the ingots we need to craft the wand. So nice and simple. But I've also, as I'm going to the deep dark, I've also just crafted up a hoe as well. I enchanted that, and that's what I got on it. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and Tombstone Soulbound, so not too bad. But I also had a spare Silk Touch book as well, so I'm going to get that so we can get some skulk. grab that, that'll do the thing. And then these are nearly there now. The iron should go quicker, but once this is finished, it fully gets turned into this, and then it turns into the ore. So we'll just wait a second, and that should do it. Right, there we go. So they both went at the same time, which is good. So we'll get the ferrocore, and we've got 4 of those. And then the blaze gold, we've got 3. So that's absolutely perfect. So we can just get those smelted up. Stick those in there. No, magnet off again. Stick those in there again. Right, so we've got those there now. So I can craft this up. And this thing is really cool. Basically, you don't take any fall damage when you have this in your hand. So even if you fall off high building, if you just grab this, you won't take any fall damage. But the real cool thing this can do, so my jetpack is off, and I can just right click this and go flying with it. Now, it does have durability, but there is a very easy way of repairing that. So I've just fell down from quite high there, and don't take any fall damage. If I was to move on to something else on my hotbar, I would have taken fall damage there. So definitely do that. But I just want to test if this actually works in the blood chest as well. I don't know if this repairs it. But give it a try. It does. That's brilliant. What you're supposed to do with this is throw it into a pool of lava, and that'll repair it, but it also turns the lava into obsidian as well. And I think that now is everything we need. So I'm going to use a combination of this and the umbrella and the jetpack, possibly, if I get in real trouble. I think that should be alright. So let's follow this compass, get to the deep dark, and try not to die. So where we're going, that's the direction, isn't it? So let's put it on the offhand. Oh no, it's going to... Well, that's annoying. Don't want to do that. Because I need to right click with this. It's right clicking the compass as well. So let's just go like that, and we can switch back to it if we need to. Not while we're flying though. What I could do is just go up and then go like that. So where are we? Still 200. Oh, I've gone past it. All right, let's try that again. All right, pretty close now, but lots of scary mobs. All right, let's try and get down there. Right, I've just got a quest to say that I've found the deep dark, but I haven't actually seen it yet, so hopefully that means I'm really close. Alright, or bedrock. That's not good, is it? Oh, finally. Right, so after doing a lot of digging, and I'm 78 blocks away from where I dug down, I've been in the deep dark biome for ages, and there was no sign of any skulk at all, but I've just dug this tunnel, and we have a bit over here. Now, it doesn't look like a massive area, does it? But if I just grab some of this skulk, I'm very much doubt there's going to be an ancient city down here. It looks like the smallest deep dark cave I've ever seen. So we'll just grab what we can of this. Ooh, there are skulk things up over here, though. Alright, so I've got a shrieker. Is that... Can I get out? That's gold. I hate when it puts gold behind skulks. I always think it's all a modium. Is it this can't be it, can it? Right, so I don't think there's anything that's going to set off this shrieker, so I can just get rid of it. Love that. Alright, I can just get rid of all this now. Might as well take it all. Get the gold, so I don't need the gold anyway. Oh, damn it, that's not the right one. Alright, I can show you this now. The durability, I've used quite a bit on this, so if I just throw that into there, that is going to go up in the air. And then it drops down, durability full, and that's turned into obsidian. Nice. Okay, so let's just vein mine all of this. I think that is it, isn't it? I don't think there's anything else. So I'll explore a little bit, have a dig around, see if I can find anything, but I think we're just going to have to go a little bit further and see if we can find another one. Right, so I gave up on that one, and I've used the nature's compass again, come a bit further away from my base, as you can see on the map here, and yeah, hopefully this should be a slightly bigger deep dark. Let's glide down, make it nice and easy. Right, so I found the other one, and I've been trying to get around it a little bit. I'll just call it a sneak advancement, but I don't think it's really necessary because this doesn't look like it's going to be an ancient city either. It's just a few little caves. It's slightly bigger than the last one, but not doing too great here, so may have to go to another one as well. This is slightly annoying. Right, so I've managed to find another one really far away. I'm negative 3,000 in both directions. And yeah, it's the tiniest cave I've ever seen. It took some doing to find this one, and I don't think there's anything more to it than this. So this is the third one, and they seem to be getting worse, if anything. Oh, there's loads of skulk sensors down there, but I don't think there's any shriekers, luckily, because that cave is so small. So we can put that to the test, can't we? Let's just get vein mining all this. Yeah, I don't think... It's just skulk sensors everywhere, isn't it? But I think that's it. That is shockingly bad, isn't it? I may have to resort to looking on a map to find something for this, because it's just ridiculous now. I've just checked on a vanilla like seed finder, and it did have this deep dark in the same place anyway. That's how I found it. So I'm going to do that, see if I can find some bigger ones, and then we can hopefully find an ancient city. Well, I found it. Yeah, that didn't go well. I dug straight down, and even though I had ways of flying, just splattered on the floor. Anyway, we have the key that we can teleport back with, so I'll just craft this with an ender pearl, and then holding right click down on this, it'll teleport us back to the grave, dig that up, and that's all I'll get back. So not an ideal start, but at least we found it. Right, so after that unfortunate incident, I decided to have a little bit of an explore in the dark, and I did find one chest, and there was some decent loot in it, but unfortunately no echo shards. So I decided to set up a waystone, just so I could get back here nice and easy. And then just to make my life a little bit easier while I was there, I've set up a brewing area and brewed up my first potions, and these are night vision. So with these, I'm going to take the 3 of them and craft them into a night vision charm. So that means I can toggle this on and off while I'm in the ancient city and basically just have night vision when I want it. And I also tried recharging this in the blood chest, but unfortunately that doesn't work. Never mind. So using the wavestone, we'll get back to the ancient city and do a little bit of exploring, and now I can see this can go much easier. So I tried to stick to the wall because we don't want to be running to the warden anytime soon. And I did vein mine quite a lot of this as well, because this is going to be handy for bridging around. And it took me absolutely ages to find any chests. And I was also keeping an eye out for all the modium as well, but unfortunately didn't find any. But it's not a massive priority on this run. What I really want is the echo shards. So in the next chest, no echo shards in that one either. And then same again in the next one. Number 3, same again. But then straight away after that, I got my first 2 echo shards. So we're well on the way now. Then in the next chest got another 2. Then in the next chest I got another 4. And then finally another 1. And that brought the total to 9. And as I only needed 8, I was happy with that. So I got myself back home and started sorting through all the loot that I'd dumped into my overflow chest. And then after all the excitement of getting the echo shards, I then remembered that the other thing I needed was netherite. So it was back into the nether, and I've mined all the way down to Y12 and just spent some time digging around trying to find some ancient debris. And this took a really long time. It took me absolutely ages to find anything, and I didn't have any luck for such a long time. But then after what seemed like forever, I found ancient debris, and that was all I needed because I have a plan for this. So now we've got the first 2 ancient debris, I want to now craft something that's going to make it much easier to find some more. So firstly, we don't just want to cook this and get 1. What we can do is put this into a mechanical squeezer, and we should get 2 for each one. Well, that didn't work, did it? I thought you got 2 for that. Never mind. Oh, it's a 75% chance, so I thought it'd be nice to get an extra 1. Anyway, what I want to do is craft this thing called the netherite orsite powder, and with that we can smelt it into calcinated netherite orsite powder, and with this we can make a potion that will give us netherite sight, and that allows us to see where all the netherite is wherever we are. As we did with the night vision, we can also turn this into a charm, which is something we can just activate every now and then, and we can see where the netherite is. So this is what I want to do. So let's go back to the first step. We need to do this. So what's that ender powder? Right, so I need to do these things first. Alright, so let's grab one of those, and the mortar as well, and then let's grab the ender powder, and then finally you can do the, no, where is it? Just like that. So now we just need to smelt this. So let's throw this down here, magnet off again. Right, so let's grab that one, get some water, stick those in there, and do I need to do it with water or with mundane potion? Right, so firstly, let's stick some redstone in there. Alright, those are done, so we'll get that in there. And there aren't 2 levels to this, it's just 1. So if we just grab these potions, put that in there like that, and then put these in here. That now gives us a toggleable potion to see where the netherite is. So now we can get back into the nether, and hopefully this should go much easier. And there's lots of wither skeletons everywhere, which that's not great. But let's just give this a go. So if we turn this on, we can see it highlights where they are, which is going to make this so much easier. And you can see I wasn't really that far away from some of them. So let's try and get this. And I can turn this off, and the potion does last for a little bit. What was that? Let's try that again. How long does it last for? Oh, it's only a few seconds, but it should give me enough of a clue to try and find it anyway. There we go, just like that. That is brilliant. So I'm going to do a little bit more mining, get everything I need to craft this structure compass up, and then we can get on with crafting it. Okay, so a short amount of time later, and I have 27 ancient debris. And I discovered putting it through the squeezer, definitely not the best way of doing it. What we can do instead is use the ore hammer, and we'll definitely get 2 each time for that. So 54 netherite scraps, very good. So what I want to do is craft up the netherite. So I need, I think, 4 ingots die. So let's grab 16 gold. Probably not the best way of doing it. Let's just stick those in there. And 4 of those. And let's grab 4 netherite ingots. So now we should be able to craft the structure compass. So I think I need to do the, what's it called? I keep calling it explorer's compass. This is the one. So we should be able to do all of this. Now we've got all the echo shards, so we can grab that. The enderium gears, we can do these as well. We've just done the netherite, so now that should mean we can do the explorer's compass. Nice. So with this should tell us where the stronghold is. So if we put that in there, end stronghold, that's what, actually, it's alright. Let's just see where that one is. No, not found. Alright, let's just go for the normal stronghold then. 1,000 blocks that way. Right, I can definitely live with that. And I think I'm pretty much geared up for killing the dragon out. I can fly multiple ways. Armor is decent. I've got a pretty decent bow. Power 4, Flame, Unbreaking 4, and Infinity. Although maybe, do I need some more Blaze Powder? I might need some more Eyes of Ender. That might be enough. Might need to kill a few blazes, but I've got a blaze spawner, so we can do that. Right, so I've just set up a little makeshift room, and it is completely dark, but I didn't mention, instead of the night vision potion, I found this in the ancient city, and this is the night vision goggles. So if I take these off, you see it goes completely dark. So this is a very cool thing, and this just gives me night vision all the time, so I'm very happy about that. But I have a blaze spawner on me, so if I just put that on there, we should see them spawning, and hopefully they won't burn anything. And I will definitely be speeding this spawner up at some point, but for now I don't want too many of them. Just get a few blaze rods and hopefully not burn to death. Alright, we'll go there. Two from those. That's rubbish. I thought I had looting on here. Looting 2, alright, that's not great. We'll go there. 7. That's not bad. Tell you what, we'll leave it at that. Okay, spawner gone, and I've got 12 blaze rods. That will do for me. And I do have 12 ender pearls as well, so I'm just going to leave everything in here. And then once we get to the stronghold, I can see how many eyes of ender I need, and then just craft them up wirelessly, so that's no problem. Just leave everything in there. Right, so now we've done that, let's get to the stronghold and get on with it. Okay, so I found the stronghold, but it is one of the updated fancy versions, and the last time I was in one of these, it took me forever to find the portal. So let's see if I can do better this time. I've got to remember as well, it is actually dark. I've just got night vision on permanently, so let's get rid of these skeletons. And another spawner, I'll have that. Also diamonds, nice. And there are lots of loot chests in these things, but wait, is that it already? Yes, that is amazing. What was I saying about this being difficult? Right, so silverfish spawner, you can go. And firstly, let's craft up some eyes of ender. And then let's turn the lava into obsidian for safety. Put these in here, and yeah, that's not enough. Let's not forget placing a waystone to get back. And a few more eyes of ender, and we're in. Okay, this is different. So it looks like it starts out like a resummon rather than just the dragon spawning. So we'll just wait for these crystals to do the thing. And the ones on the tower look quite well protected compared to normal as well. So I'm probably going to have to fly to do this. Although flying with this wand could be a bit tricky. So the jetpack will be easier, but I don't know if it's going to last the whole thing. Maybe it will if I'm quick. Well, it did last, but there's not much left, so let's turn that off and shoot from the ground. One thing I did forget was glass bottles. Definitely want to get some dragon's breath while I'm here. That didn't go well. Anyway, let's get back. No, no, no! Alright, you know what, I'm going to stay here and just punch it because I can't get my stuff. And for some reason, she's not flying away. And we're nearly there, nearly dead. Oh, that was so close. Alright, let's get my stuff back while I can. And then ban off 2 swipes and dead. You know what, while I'm here, I'm going to kill some endermen and get a few easy ender pearls. Right, I think that'll do. Right, so we've done very well today. Found out we had an awesome spawn with our AE2 creator. Upgraded the tools to Enderium. Explored the nether, the deep dark, and even killed the ender dragon. So very happy with that. And we also have a jetpack, so that is very cool. So I think that's enough for one day, isn't it? I'm going to leave that there. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.